Well, Sunday night, checking before I go to bed. Everybody's good in here. I literally made one step out the door and I heard 2 or 3 coyotes that direction, not overly far. Come out with this, I can see them, but I need more than that if I'm going to do anything about it. So I stepped back in and grabbed me a metal pipe, and Becky says, "Strong." I said, "Coyotes are damn close." I stepped back out the door, and where our trailer is, right behind us is the neighbors. There was one probably no more than 300 feet from our trailer to the neighbors. Saving grace is, his shop and house are between us, and there's no way in hell I could see it with a flashlight anyway. So, now there's 2 or 3 more that direction lighting off. But those are behind the neighbor's woods across the road, so they might be a quarter mile away, but I doubt it. Might actually be one that I had in the spotlight. Hey, yeah. She walked up and sniffed me. I don't know how well she's going to stand for him to eat, but anyway, that's another story. So I looked across the cow lot into the neighbor's bottom and down fairly close to y'all gotta hear that. That one is closer. Anyway, at about 300 yards, I could see the eyes. Yeah, too far to shoot though. Let's see what's going on over here. Not really a sunrise, but it happened. Clouds moving pretty good. Yeah. A few things are white. Little ice pellets, sleet, whatever you want to call it today. I don't know when they hit. I got to bed a little after midnight. Mostly because of the show I was watching. I got interrupted while I was checking cows. And I thought, I really want to finish seeing it. So I don't know when the pellets hit. I just know they hit. And everything's covered. And there's a little crunch to where I'm walking in the driveway on the hard back. Excuse me. Bad breakfast. I can't say that. It's just summer sausage all I had. I like taking that and putting it in a wrap with some cheese on it. Warm it in the microwave for like 20 seconds. Melt the cheese just enough. Warms it up just right. When the dogs want it, I don't let them have it. Good morning, Iceman. Yeah. And the little girl, you can tell because she's got a pink tag. And get some breakfast. And no, other than looking in the cameras, I have not been down here. Laying there awake in a comatose state for at least a couple hours. And you're the only one in here. What's with that, Minnie Moo? Huh? I don't see any calves laying here, so odds are there's none out in the feed barn. That's the next place to check, though. I got 2 pain in the asses this morning. This ain't touched her yet this morning, but it came damn close. I've been 10 minutes trying to get her caught. I was just trying to get her caught. He was working on her. So I spent 15 minutes separating that issue. Now he's on his own mama. She's actually only lifted that foot once, just a little, when he first got on her. Then I got somebody over here with a milk nose. Huh, what you think, bud? I got a bunch of girls that all think they want some grain because I haven't got there yet. Why? Because I thought I'll get her started first because it takes him a while to drain her. You know, get him eating on her and I can walk away and just be close enough to keep an eye. Yeah. And I was kind of hoping she'd get up and go work on her own mama, which would deter him from it. But that wasn't nice. A glitch. But look, she's standing there differently. Maybe she won't pick a foot up again. Oh, I guess I'm not going to feed everybody else for a little bit. Yay. Just a little quick heifer talk. Good morning, ladies. Would y'all like something to eat? Want some breakfast? Okay. And yeah, I can kind of see her from over here through the skid steer, and I can hear if she knocks him down. She's standing there nicely with her head in the feeder now. A little late getting back to check on animals. Becky and I got some stuff done in the basement earlier. And went up and I got Mom's garbage out for her. Well, there's the epitome of laziness. Let's lay there and chew on straw. She probably took a crap too. I don't see no new babies in here. So anyway, we've needed to go into the bank for 2 different banks for a while. Finally got on there. Got the first one. Wells Fart and Go. If you get a check from them, it usually takes 10 days before it's cleared into your account. That's not why we were there, though. That's just one of my gripes with them. Had to make sure that I was on one of Mom's accounts. Luckily, the way it's done, I'm on as beneficiary. I can't look at the account, do anything with that account, but something happens, then it's mine, I guess. And the other was the farm account, since Becky's had the checkbook for the farm account for the last 6 months or 8 months, whatever it's been. Getting her on there, which Becky and I tried, but I wasn't the primary name on it before, so well, we had to take Mom for a drive. Got her out for a bit. But God, we were 2.5 hours between both banks. The one for the farm account's U.S. Bank, and that was quick. I mean, we walked in, stood there for 5 minutes, sat with the gal for about 15 minutes, and we were done. The other one took the rest of the time. Anyway, that's my gripe. We grabbed lunch while we were in town, so I'm gonna go in and we're gonna have lunch together. That happens once in a while. We might even have dinner together. I don't know, because it does happen once in a while. That should ought to be a ruby. Yeah, 922G. Yep. Brat's mama. So, been a fun day. Yeah, I got to take a couple bales over for the 2-year-olds with calves. Run the dog over. We all right. Iceman got to eat already. That's a little heifer getting a bite. Heifer's mama is kind of mean to Iceman, so I don't know what we're going to do there. She thinks it's fun to beat him up a little bit. Right there. Now I don't have to do that for another day or so. I don't know why this is here. Other than it is. So, fun afternoon. I'm not going to go into it though. I'm going to leave you hanging. There is someone that's got a clue. He might even know more by later, but time the video goes up. And I'm tired. I'm whooped. And I'm really tired of that bitch, because she won't let him eat like he needs to. But hey, look, right now it is not raining. The ice pellets are all gone. Being in the town today, we got to see more of the hills. Snow level is up higher than it was. There's still snow on top though. And the wind is not blowing. Coming back from town earlier, there was a couple nice gusts. But other than that, nothing. And how can such a good looking young cow be such a stupid one? I don't know. She still got a chance to let it kick in, because she ended up with some LA 300, which I believe is, see what I mean? She's mean to him. He wasn't near her. She went after him. The only reason she's still in here, because she should be packed again. But she may go out, bring her back in to pack her. There goes Boomer. She's been scratching on something that scratched her pretty good. She's loosening a bit. There's Ruby. Ain't gonna see her loosen any. I would have rather she had that late calf rather than slip it, but you know. 618 and Minnie dragging the last, huh? Did you know, Minnie Moo? Well, I got enough hay in for those calves to at least get tomorrow. I don't stand up well in there. I know I've showed you that before. I can stand up at the end of the walkway, as long as I stand up between the rafters. And I can stand up at the peak end of the deck. Other than that, I can't. So, bent over doing that. My neck and my back and my shoulders are killing me. Not to mention the fact that I hit my head about 6 times on the frickin' rafters. So, I got a really nice headache now. Just what I really wanted. Huh. That tree down there that the muskrat been working on, I see a couple limbs I didn't notice laying down there before. And I can't see the drilling rig over there now. Maybe they finally finished. They started late today. I don't see the tower sticking up either. I couldn't see the whole thing anyway. And Becky said that we got a bull back here that's kind of crazy. Wasn't new bull that she was talking about either. Hi, buddy. I've been sticking my hand down. He's been sniffing it, so try to keep that going a little bit. What you think, bud? Huh? What you think? What do you think? You want to say hi? No? Right before I pour the grain in, he'll stick his head in and look up, and then he'll sniff my hand. But what Becky thought was crazy, she went to put Wally's in this morning. And she said, yeah, he was spinning circles. I said, yeah, you don't pay attention, do you? He doesn't always do it, but nope, he's not going. Oh, maybe no. Yeah, good. She put that hay in this morning. I don't have to put any in for him. Now time to switch. I do this once in a while. I'll get a scoop first before I flip that bucket over. What the young ones are getting at the moment. Full scoop of this to somewhere around a half scoop of corn. Since we got the corn and since where we hadn't been into it for a while, it was getting a little mold started on top. We got rid of that. And I get them somewhere around there. 3/4, 7/8 of a bucket, something like that. And then the part, I got to have both hands, so I can't show you. Hey, there he is. Is he going to say hi? You want to say hi? Yeah, you touched me. You did it. I didn't do it. So anyway, everyone, thanks for watching. I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. Becky and I were going to take my mom in to the doctor's. He was going to do a couple of tests on her. She got COPD and a few other things going on. And been having a hard time swallowing stuff. Well, she told me yesterday, she says, yeah, well, this time one doctor turned the light on his cell phone and pointed it in my mouth. And that's the only looking down her throat they've done. It's like, really? So they set her up for a swallow test where she's supposed to drink some, barium? And they're supposed to take pictures when it goes down. Well, having lunch today and talking to her today, we discussed a few other things, and she called the advice nurse, and the advice nurse says, well, you need to go to the urgent care. Well, urgent care here, the private ones used to be really good. I mean, you could cut your hand half off and they'd put you back together. Anymore, they're all the big healthcare owned. And they're, a fucking joke. If you go in with a splinter in your finger, well, they can't take you here. You got to go to the ER. Or make an appointment with your primary care physician and go see them. So anyway, Becky took her to the ER about an hour ago. And I'm hoping that they're going to do all that stuff while she's there, because when you're in the ER, they do all kinds of stuff that you just can't seem to get done otherwise. So that'll save a chunk of tomorrow. We can get something done instead of doing that. But if we got to do that, we got to do it. Other things, they get took care of when you get to them. So anyway, with that, thank you for watching. And, don't forget that. Wait a minute. I can do this one. I can't get around far enough. There's a smiley. Look at that smiley face on there if I turn it over. Oh, now you can't see it at all, and that pad's squished down. That's from damages. And, subscription rate is going back up again since I've been asking nicely for it. I appreciate that. And these guys are really going to appreciate me giving them some food, because at this point in time, they're damn near an hour late getting fed. And I still have one more garbage can to take up. And that twine's going to go in it. And yeah, that's all we can do with that anymore. We used to give the twine to a couple of Christmas tree farms, but that's all but dried up. And there used to be a big outfit about 40 miles away that was recycling baler twine and the big tote bags and all that stuff. And I think they did dog food bags, that kind of stuff. Well, when the state entices an outfit to do something like that, and then they do it, and then the state chooses to fine the hell out of them until they can't stay in business, even though they followed exactly what the state wanted them to do, you can't do that anymore. We haven't had that option in probably 15 years. Stupid. So it all goes in the landfill. Or a lot of guys, twine like that, you throw that on top of a big brush pile, and as it melts, it gasifies and Makes a nice fire without a lot of smoke, but you know, we only do that so much, and we haven't done that in a long time. We got to the point where we don't burn it, and that's enough gabbing. God, that's 8, almost 9 minutes of gabbing. It's too much.